All right, good morning. Here we go, part two of co-creating manifesting. So I'm going to start with telling you the answer of how to do it. And you're going to be like, what? So if you just wanted to know what the answer is, I'm just going to tell you right now. And then you won't understand it you think you'll understand it, but you won't at all. But the answer is you give it to God. That's the answer. Start manifesting everywhere. Now, most people are going to say, give it to God. Put it in God's hands. What? Well, the way that you're thinking of God and the way that reality works are two different things. And I'm not looking to change how you view God or don't view God. I am just looking to add to that. And when we talk about manifesting, obviously, where we exist, there's a dark and a light side. The balance is what we call God, the balance of light and dark. And I've shared so many different quantum videos of quantum holography and literally showing you exactly how everything comes out of the singularity and how everything is qubits and Hawking radiation escaping the singularity. And all of those are fractals of the source. Everything is a fractal of the source, which means everything is consciousness. So there's two types of manifesting that I'm aware of. There is the light and the dark. I don't know how to do the dark, nor do I want any part of that, but that is Hollywood. That is the elite beast system that we're in. That is the people that run the world. And they use deities. So they will pray to Baal or whoever. And these are actual demonic spirits. And they will help influence things in the world. Even on TikTok here, there are black magic like emojis people have made. And that immediately cause their post to go viral, and when they don't use it, it doesn't. There's all kinds of things like this, and so they are using the demonic realm. They're using an actual deity, an actual entity. We're not doing that. We're using it the light way, and the only way that I truly know to tell you how to do it. At the same time, I also have to make your life or help you see and feel that your life is actually pure bliss and you have no problems. And that all comes with having a relationship. And I don't even like to use the word God. Really what I'm saying is a God frequency. I'm talking to the God frequency, the source, the pulse of creation, the center of the singularity. And it's almost like a system administrator, right? But you got to know how to talk to it. And you talk to it, and this is why I said a few videos ago, you got to tell your freaking story. What's the story you're going to tell? And what reality do you want to happen? And so you visualize it, and when you visualize it, you don't just do it once. And you have to be clear of mind. And the other thing is, so you have to have faith. And you don't have, most of the world has zero faith today. And they have zero relationship with the way of what they view as God. But if you can think of God as a system administrator, and right now when we try to talk to him, it sounds like the teacher in Charlie Brown. Right? They have no idea what the hell they're saying. And I'm telling you, this is literally how you communicate with reality. You have to tell the story, and then you give it to the system. You give it to the matrix. You give it to the intelligence, the underlying intelligence of reality, the ether, the life between the spaces and the cells. There is consciousness in everything. And communicating with that consciousness requires you to be at a specific frequency. Well, people will say, well, I don't hear God. I have no relationship with God, or the administrator or the system. If you have none, then what I'd like you to start doing is saying, create your version of God. I don't care if it's a green dust cloud. I don't care if it's Danny DeVito. I don't care who it is. But have it there that you can talk to all the time. And even if you don't believe it, because you will start feeling this power come over you. And if you're living right, you'll be in bliss all the time. Like so happy that nothing can get you down. And then solutions will just all of a sudden find themselves. So when I'm doing this, right before I wake up, right before I open my eyes, I visualize the things. And that's why I told you to only do 3 things, because I want to keep it small at first. And try to do the first things kind of small, but make it really unique so you'll know when it works. It worked for me like 3 times yesterday, all right? Like this, and things that don't usually happen, exactly what I visualized, and they frickin' happen. So how do I do that? Well, I'll straight up tell you, I've been battling out with God, like screaming F you at the top of my lungs, yelling at the sky for sometimes months at a time. And it seemed like that was the only time I could ever actually see the change happen, was when I would just get so pissed and yell at the universe, right? And then finally change would happen. But I was like, I'm doing something wrong. And so what I do, and this visualization, I had the feeling first, and then the visualization came in my mind. So this probably isn't the same for everyone, but this is just how it felt and visualized in my mind the first time I did it. So I was like, I got to give it to God, right? Any problem, give it to the administrator. Send it up to the administrator. So I was like, when you're giving everything and surrendering to the universe, you're kind of back like this, right? Just like giving it all away. And when I do that and I have the thought and the feeling, it's like a skeet shoot, like a little thought or idea thing. And I didn't think of this. This is just the visualization that came through when I had when I send it to the universe, when I send it to God, when I send it to the administrator, is that I have the complete thought. I tell the whole story, how everyone's going to feel, everything. I go in really detail. Then I say that same story right as I'm waking up, before I open my eyes, 2 more times in the day, and then right before I go to bed. And you will just start to see things happen. But what I do is I visualize it, and like I said, it's like a skeet shoot, and this like little thing shoots out, like fires out into the unknown, and then all of a sudden it just like disappears. But sometimes the things happen instantaneously, like within seconds. And I haven't really tried to do anything super big yet. I'm just figuring a lot of this out. So someone asked me what my credentials are the other day. I'm just a guy that reads every single day for 30 years and has studied relentlessly more than about anybody else I know. So my credentials are my work. Either you think I have an idea of what I'm talking about when I'm using scientific-based evidence as well as spiritual evidence, and you combining them together like a puzzle, or you don't. That is literally how I do it. And if you would like to learn a lot more, on the previous post, I posted a book called The Power of Positive Thinking. That is the book that the lady who won every contest for 30 years, that is the book that she read. And once I read that and put together all the things I wasn't doing, I realized that was the missing key. I wasn't giving it to God. I wasn't giving it to the system. I wasn't telling it how to communicate with me. Hope that makes sense. Hope you have a blessed day. Namaste.